Welcome to the Birchip Narraport football ground, or the Birchip football ground. Donald versus Birchip Watchem. The Bulls have been on top most of the year. Donald worked their way through a preliminary final against favourites Sea Lake. Very stiff breeze running from the southwest across from one pocket to the other to the north end, and looks like the Bulls are kicking into the breeze as Nipper Gordon heads down to the southern end of the ground. Should be a really good game.
Thanks, Gav. Gav O'Donnell there. Blackie Hogan here. We have umpire Andrew Snell about to set us on the way for the first time for 3 years, minus 2.5 hours. This is Andrew's first grand final. Other umpires are Dale Caldwell. He's done 3 North Central grand finals and 4 Bendigo League grand finals. And a very experienced John Norton, who has done 13 senior grand finals in the area. And away we go, and we're on our way for the grand final of 2022. And Nipper Gordon's into action straight away. He'll be kicking from the 50-metre line. He's going for the short pass into the pocket to Will Sheen. Will Sheen will be kicking into this slight breeze.
Sheen's had a really good game for a young lad this year. He's got quite a lot of work ahead of him as a footballer. This will be a good one for him to nail if he possibly can. He's in a Sharp angle, about 35 out, kicking straight into the breeze. Comes in, hits it pretty well. They like it a lot, the Bulls supporters and the players, and the Bulls got the first score. 46 seconds in to the first quarter. The Bulls are on the board, 1-0-6 to nothing.
They're the two dangerous forwards for the Bulls that are mixed up in that passage of play there, Nathan Gordon and Will Sheehan. Very important to get those early goals in a grand final and settle the nerves. We now have umpire John Norton come in to toss up the ball. Stefan Pye, strong little Stefan, gets it out, going forward again. Will Sheehan, oh, lovely mark. When you see Will Sheehan starting to snap those marks, you know he could be in for a big day. Goes out wide to the pocket. Oh, looking for Nipper Gordon, but it's a free kick to Donald, to Seamus Young. Seamus Young picking up Nathan Gordon. Seamus Young moved to the back line this year.
Young kicks to the half back. Jeske up high. Straight through was Hards. Got the ball, but it's out of bounds. Right on the wing, just near the logo. 2 minutes into this first quarter. The Bulls have settled quite well. Okay, the ruckman fly. Fridge gets another. Surratt dropped the ball, I would have said. Look, scrambling around on the ground. Young's in there. So is Surratt. Okay, ball up right on the logo. Surratt again with a big tap, but it went to Bells Warren for Donald. It goes forward again from Vanetti. Handball from Reed to Rippon to Hogan, to Ryan. Running along the boundary line, the Bulls are playing around with it a bit. Still in their hands though. Dale looks for Hinkley, finds Foot. Foot plays on as far as I could see. Kicks to the wing. Gordon 3 out against him. Being held out. Play on. Goodness gracious. Play on from Barrack. Big kick to centre half forward. Comes to Vanetti again. Plenty of time this time. Beautiful kick too. Finds Potter. Important kick this from Potter. He's probably 35 out on probably a 45 degree angle. Give Donald their best chance to score in this quarter. Nearly 4 minutes gone. First quarter here at Witchy Proof. Potter moves in. He's taken a fair while. He's got his 30 seconds, I suppose, but lovely kick. Looks all right. The Donald fellas are pretty happy with it, and Potter gets their first goal. 1 goal apiece. 4 minutes in.
Beautiful sunshine here at Witchy at the moment. The ball back in the centre. We'll have umpire Caldwell to put the ball in the air once again. McNally and Surratt in the ruck. No one gets a clear knockout. Scramble around. Kyle Stevens into the play for the first time. Out to Elliot Janeski. Out on the flank there. Seamus Young's got the ball. Tackled by Nipper Gordon, and it's holding the ball. Advantage paid. I'm not sure whether that was the best thing to do. Nipper Gordon would have given that a fright from out there, I would have thought. But anyway, play goes on.
The ball at half forward for the Bulls. Another big pack formed. Atkins takes the ruck this time. Comes out towards Young. Another quick kick from... It's very scrambly. Bell Warren's in there. Donald get the kick away, and it comes back to Lindback on the wing. pretty crowded forward line. He looks forward looking for Sheehan. Sheehan's up high. It comes to the front. Stephen Pye gets a kick. It's tackled as he kicked. And it's now caught up by Barrack at half back or nearly at full forward. In the Bulls in attack. Dylan Atkin gets a handball away from the ruck. Castellano gets a hit. It comes by Donald running it out okay. Comes to Foster. He's having a real go at it, but Pye beats him for the ball on that occasion. Cross push in the back, I would have said unrealistic from young Kyle Stevens. Goes to full. Donald have now rushed the ball to inside their 50. A bit of experience there from, I'm not quite sure who. The Bulls have got back. Reed takes it away. There's two Bulls out here. Hogan being one of them. He kicks down the line to Rippon. Bulls taking their time out of defence. Rippon plays on, kicks across the centre of the ground. It's a dangerous kick. Knocked away by the Bulls, picked up by Lee Burke. The Bulls get it clear now. Comes out to Clayton Hinkley, who has a bounce and a run down the far side and delivers to Nathan Gordon outside 50 for the Bulls on the far side of the ground. Gordon, terrible kick from Gordon, looking for Sheehan. Sheehan tacks it, gets it taken away from him by Josh Barth. Comes back out to Kyle Stevens. He's run down. He's got out of it. Gets a handball back to Reed. Reed through the centre of the ground. Finds Ratcliffe.
Ratcliffe goes for a very short one. Just the distance there out to Nathan Gordon. He's about 55 metres from goal. Going for the pass in towards, and he finds his man. And looks like, is that Castellano? Castellano, the goal sneak, kicking from, what do you reckon, Gav? About 30 metres out, the man on the mark. He'd be kicking from about 35, almost directly in front. Just have to allow for this cross breeze. In he comes. Castellano comes in, pops it up. The breeze didn't get it. Oh, didn't quite make. Yes, it is 3 from 1 point. And goal umpire Davies signals 1 point to the Bulls. I'll call the board. 1 goal, 1-7 to Birchip. 1 goal, 0, 6 points in total for Donald.
Okay, the ball in the centre of the ground. Donald going into attack from Haddo. The ball bouncing around on the 50-metre line for Donald. Handballs away by the Bulls. Hogan to Hinkley, and there's Hinkley again. Another kick to him, rushing along the wing, but Donald, really well done. Seamus Young again, stemming the flow. He goes towards the wing. Bit short on the kick, but there's a quick handball across to Hards. Hards goes down the line to Sam Griffiths, who's on the wing for Donald on the far side. He comes inside to Bell Warren, who was a really good player for Donald in the second semi. He gives it away to Sam Griffith. He escapes a couple of tackles. Donald under the pressure, but Bell Warren gets a long kick in towards the forward line. It's picked up. Good quick hands. And Mick Foster misses one he should have got after good work from Blake Grant, who gave him the ball, and he had a shot he probably wishes he had again.
And goal umpire Mitch Davies waves the flag this time. We've got a father and son combination here in Brian Davey and his son Mitch as goal umpires today. Ball will be brought back into play by Captain Dale Hinkley. Goes wide out to the flank. Who we got out there, Gav? Looks like Ratcliffe. It's a fair way away for us old fellas with the eyesight round the wing to Joe Reed. Nice mark on the wing. He's going to transfer play into the centre. Dangerous. Finds Hinkley. Cross court. To Lachlan Ryan. He finds Kyle Stevens in his usual place, hanging out there on the wing. Elliot Jensky. Moving it on quickly now, in towards the big fridge. Fridge is in front, and he drags it in, taps it down with one hand. That's going to be a danger for Donald today, Gav, having one big fella up forward all the time.
So they give each other a good chop out. Atkin and Surratt, they're both very tall men. One 602, the other 202, the other one 200. They're big hands, big fellas to stand on. If you're in the back pocket for Donald. Surratt taking his time. He's 15 metres out on probably a 50-degree angle. Kicking the breeze running across his shoulder, and he's let it go. It's a beautiful kick. He hasn't. He's called it behind the umpire. So the Bulls are now 1 goal 3-9 to 1-1-7 Donald's way. We're 11 and a half minutes through the first quarter. Barrick to bring it in. Lots of activity around the ground. He's gone short into the centre looking for the captain, Mr. Young, the Buffini medalist. He gets a quick hand across, and he was being held before he got the ball apparently. Donald go again. This time through Lee Burke. Handball out to the wing, but Joe Reed's out there for the Bulls. So is Flocky Foot. The Bulls get it away. Comes back to Rippon. Rippon is long kick. Finds Castellano just inside 50. Castellano gives it across to Sheehan. Sheehan's attacked from behind by Scotty Wood from the Royal Blues, and it goes out of bounds deep inside the Bulls forward area.
Throw in the forward pocket. Very crowded down there, as you can understand. And it comes, up they go. Fridge knocks it down, straight to the Donald player though. The scramble, it comes out of the pack, and up goes Nipper Gordon, gets his hands to it but can't hold the mark, and it goes through for a behind. Nipper Gordon, a very vital player in this contest today. Seamus Young has a big job back there. Donald about to bring it back into play. Going to come down the railway side. Kicks out wide, over everybody's head. And it's a real scramble in front of the green mill, and the umpire comes in and says, "Give me the ball, please." The ball. Stefan Pye gets it out to Elliot Jeske. He's going to bang it in towards the big fridge, but he's got too much on it. It's gone over the back. And Scotty Wood leads in the race, but the ball comes back to Nipper Gordon. He hands ball back to the big fridge. Goes in, centres the ball, but can't find the target. And the Feeney medalist Young gets it out to Brody Haddo. Brody Haddo around and taken there by, is that Griffiths? Bell Warren. Out in front of the scoreboard. It's good to see the electronic scoreboard at work here today.
14 minutes in, Donald taking their time, moving it along the far wing. Beautiful kick into the middle where Griffiths missed it. Comes back to McGough. He gets a kick out wide. And Donald, I can't see the kid's number. Long kick over half forward. Beautiful lead. Pushed in the back, got him high. The Bulls defender, Ben Hogan, caught out there. Donald get the ball, play on quickly. Oh, well done, Hinkley. No, it's a free kick to Donald. Must have been blocking. I'm not quite sure. Is this Potter again? Anyway, he's not that far out. He's probably 25 metres out. As Ratcliffe comes on and Stevens comes off and Stevens goes on for the Bulls. There's lots of changes going on here. They're ripping changes all over the place as Potter moves in. This will give the Royal Blues the lead if you can put this one through. They look like they're pretty happy with it. He has two. So Potter has two. And now Donald, 2-1-13, lead the Bulls 1-3-9. 15 and a half minutes gone. Okay.
Yes, Gav, that was the first goal of the match for over 11 minutes of play. It's been a very tight contest, and it looks like that's what we might be in for all day today. The ball's taking a little while to get back to the centre. Donald already won 2 flags today. They took out the reserves and the under-14s. Maybe they're looking for a win in 3 grades of football, as they did in 1963 when they beat Birchip in the senior grand final. Ball goes out at the centre. Sean Hogan gets it out towards the half-forward line. Dale Hinkley gets it kicked out wide towards... And the ball's going to beat them all over the boundary line right in front of the green mill and the interchange box.
Okay, right on the logo. On the wing. Atkin, Hogan, Griffiths, they're all there. Good ball comes to the front. Shawnee Hogan comes at it. It's out of bounds again. Vanetti trying to ruffle the feathers of Riley Hogan, which is maybe possible. Atkins and Potter in the ruck. Nobody really gets it, but Griffiths gets it out quick. The Bulls end up in possession. Good tap out from Hogan. Finds Pye. Pye on his left gets it smothered. It goes to the far side of the ground. Christie gets in, gets a handball out. Pye has followed up. He's gone this time though. Play on, said the umpire. What a beautiful call. Hinkley has missed it. And the Bulls have another chance, and Clayton Hinkley's it's faded with the wind. So the Bulls 1-4-10, wasting opportunities but kicking into a reasonably stiff breeze. Donald 2-1-13 at the 17, nearly 18 minute mark.
Seamus Young to bring it back into play. Elects to come out to the railway side. Kicking in short there, and in there is number 22. That's Riley Barak. Hasn't seen a lot of him yet today. He was outstanding in the second semi. He's the Stephen May of the North Central Football League with his intercept marks. Kicks out wide to Cody Brooks. Cody Brooks looks upfield, can't find anything to kick to at the moment. Now he plays on. Goes in short. He's looking for Big Potter. Potter picks it up. Handballs it back to Brooks. He unloads down to the ground, and there the long over the back. Number 5 there for Daniel Vendetti tries to get the ball. Out it comes. It's a scramble in there. Vendetti gets it out again. Ryan McGough tries to get it through. Very scrambly play. No one can get control of the ball. Now it comes out wide to Kyle Stevens. As he's wanted, he's always out there on that wing. And nice pass around the wing. I think it's Jacob Christie, is it? Jacob Christie moves the ball on now into Castellano. Be far too far out here, so he goes into the pocket looking for Nipper Gordon, and he finds him. Now Nipper can get the distance from there, but it'll be a very hard kick right on the boundary line, kicking into the teeth of the breeze. But this fellow is capable of anything, as we saw in that goal he kicked in the second semi at Sea Lake.
Okay, Gordon, right on the boundary line. Runs around, kicks long, floating across the front. It's been rushed through from behind by the Donald defenders. It was right on the goal line. The Bulls now 1-5-11 to 2-1-13. Getting plenty of opportunities. Comes out to Mick Foster, it's half back. He kicks towards the wing. It's gone over everyone's head. Dylan Adkin gets it for the Bulls. He gets a handball out. No, he doesn't. He has a kick. It's a wobbly one. Back to Sheehan. Great defence by Potter. Sheehan again gets another opportunity. Mick Foster has a crack as he goes over the boundary line, and it's a boundary throw in front of the large crowd here at the Witchy Proof Rec Reserve. Changes are plenty. Adkin and Potter go at it. Ratcliffe gets it clear. Nice little bit of work from Sheehan, goes right towards the full forward line. Gordon gets a kick. It's gone right over the top. Snaps, and the wind gets hold of it, puts it out of bounds deep in the Bulls forward line.
It looks like Ryan McGough, though, I think, down there to bring it back into play. Kyle Stevens on the mark. Goes wide, long around the outer side, over the top of everybody. They all misjudged it. Coming in is that Elliot Gents. Geez, he's a workhorse, this fella. He bangs it in towards centre half forward. Nobody there, but Jacob Christie tries to get hold of it. And then it's a big scramble and Stacks on the mill. At Birchip. Oh no, for Jacob Christie goes in forward. Barak might get. Oh, where's the free kick going here? Free kick for on the shoulder to. Guess who? Nipper Gordon. 2 games with the Sydney Swans in his earlier career and 21 games with the Richmond Tigers. So he knows what, and kicked 18 goals for the Tigers when he was down there. So he knows what goal kicking is all about. Comes in. Shoots for goal. And he has missed another one. Oh, this could be costly for the Blues later on in the day, Gavin.
Could be.
Ryan Hards to bring the ball into play this time from full back. Looks around. He looks like he's going to go straight down the centre, which he does. Oh, nice kick. Oh, Young didn't take the mark, knocked it over the back. Birchip captain Dale Hinkley spins it out to Kyle Stevens, who was always lurking out there on the wing. Goes in long and hard to Castellano, can't take the mark. Gathers the ball. Handball's back. 2. Not sure who looking at that one. He kicks in high and up they go. Big pack flies and the umpire has found a free kick to Donald and it'll go to Barak. He's going to go to the... No, he was going to go to the outer side. Neither team can really gain an ascendancy at the moment. He comes out to this side. Wilbur couldn't take the mark and it's knocked out of bounds. Boundary umpire will bring it back into play. Bendigo Umpires Association umpires doing a tremendous job here today. Beautiful throw in. Up they go. McNally gets the knockdown. Another scramble. And it looks like we're in for another ball up. Oh, where's the bloody thing? Umpire Andrew Snell comes in to take control and toss the ball in the air again. Up they go. Oh, he's seen a free kick. It's going to McNally from Donald. Over the shoulder, he said. He gives the advantage. Daniel Vendetti kicks down long and finds a player just outside the 50-metre mark. And Lee Burke. He's too far out to score, but maybe with this bit of breeze, if he puts it in the right spot, he could make it. He'll be kicking from about, close to 60 metres out. Man on the mark right on the centre square. That's 4 metres back from the 50-metre line. Man on the mark is 54 metres out from goal. Comes in, kicks a big long kick. It's looking right on target, and it is knocked through 4 behind. And goal umpire Davey says 1 behind. It looks like Dale Hinkley to bring the ball back into play, or is it Booth? I'm not sure. It looks like Hinkley. Yep. Coming out to the crowd side, where most of the crowd is, out to this side. A big pack here, up they go. Umpire's seen a free kick for pushing the back to Birchip, and Nipper Gordon will take Nippers right up the ground, which is he wants sometimes. He gets around this fella. None of this hanging back in the goal square for him. Looking for his options, but can't find any. Now he plays on and kicks out wide and finds Stephen Pye. A beautiful kick. He's a little... strong little player. Back to Nathan Gordon, who kicks long and hard around, looking for Will Sheen. Will Sheen at least made a contest of it. Castellano picks it up, snaps in. Can Lockie Foot run onto this? He tries. Seamus Young tried to take the ball, but there's going to be a big scramble, and I will say the umpire will say no. He is giving a free kick to Donald. Birchip failing to get it out. He goes out wide, looking for Barak. Has got the ball again. He's going out wide. He had another free man out in front of the outer side scoreboard. Great thing here today with having scoreboards on both sides of the ground. He's looking for options, but now he runs round the man on the mark and goes long and hard in towards the centre of the ground, and coming through there for Donald is Bell Warren. Bell Warren knocks it along the ground, kicked along the ground by Donald. Joe Reed's there, knocks it out. Dale Hinkley knocks it out. And there we go. There's the siren after 26 and a half minutes of play in the first quarter. It's Birchip Watchem, 1 goal, 6 behinds, 12 points, trailing Donald, 2 goals, 2-14. Dale Corball about to set the things alight in the second quarter.
Surratt and Reece McNally in the ruck for the start of this quarter. Surratt gets the ball down, comes to Jeske, full of run, knocks it further forward, picked up by Christie. A nice little chip kick into the pocket to Gordon. He comes around on his left side, handballs inside to Christie, who's under the pump immediately, and it'll be a ball up about 30 metres out from the Bulls' goals on the northern end of the ground. Dylan Atkin gets a tap out to Jeske, who is collared by Young and a few other Royal Blues players. Vanetti's in there around the ball. Comes back to Hards, gets a kick out to the half-back flank. Picked up there by Pye, gives a handball to Hinkley inside. The ball comes right to the back. Comes out to Ryan. 39, Booth. Booth kicks a short ball inside for the Bulls to Jacob Christie. No, it's Stephen Pye. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, the little pocket dynamo. Been great service to the Birchip Watchem team for a number of years now. He comes in kicking from 45 metres. He puts it up high. Has he got the distance? I don't think so. They backfly in the square. The umpire has pulled out a free kick and it's going Donald's way. Donald to bring it back into play from the right near the goal square. He goes in short, looking for Bell Warren. He's been in a lot of the play today, Gavin.
He has. He was a very good player recently. In the second semi, poor kick, but he's going to find Mick Foster makes the best of a poor kick. Plays on from half back in towards the centre of the ground. Jedeski takes a really good mark for the Bulls. Kicks in board. Atkin, great mark. He made the best of that one as well. I don't think it was meant to hit there, but it did. And Atkin takes the mark just inside 50. He'll have the wind essentially behind him in this instance, so hopefully he can manage to put it right in the goal square.
Barak on the mark, kicking from just outside 50. He puts it up, it's out to the left and staying left all the way, and it's another behind of the Bulls. The Bulls go on to 1 goal, 7-13 to Donald, 2 goals, 2-14. 1 point in it. It looks like Dyson Bell Warren will bring the ball back into play on this occasion. Players gathered mostly at the centre half forward position. Nobody making any moves. Now there's some movement out towards the railway side, but he's not keen to go there as the Bulls are manning up very well. Now he comes out here, kicks long, hooks it in towards McNally. McNally goes up. Joe Reed spoils nicely and knocks it over. He handballs back and it's caught holding the ball. Stephen Pye caught holding the ball. He wants to be careful there. He could give away 50. Handball to Vanetti out to Hards, and Hards goes out wide to the wing to Bates.
Donald moving the ball quite steadily here, goes to half forward, goes out towards Young. Young nearly traps it, does in the end. Gets around a couple of players, kicks in towards the centre to Barak, but coming out is Ratcliffe for the Bulls. And the ball will be Surratt and a few other bigger fellas over there. make sure the ball's not going anywhere. Ball slightly towards Donald's favour from the wing. Bit of ping pong. Bangs it back. Comes wide for Donald. Young bloke looking for Potter in the pocket, and it's out of bounds in front of the scoreboard on the far side. Donald to half forward, or nearly near the 50-metre line. Okay. Surrett and Potter taking the throw in. Lots of players around the ball. Surrett gets to the front of it, tapped wide, and Foster gets a kick out of nowhere. Comes back. Looks like Lee Burke's bounced. A beautiful fortune for him, a beautiful bounce, and Burke scores a goal for the Royal Blues, and they take a 7-goal lead, 3-2 to 1-7 at 5 minutes into this second quarter. The Bulls under the pump. That was just a bit of slack defending, I would have thought. The ball was still in play, and Burke had the fortunate part of a bounce, and he was pretty much on his own and scored a very easy goal for Donald. So Donald 3-2, 20, 1-7, 13. The Bulls, 5 minutes gone in the second quarter. The ball's up again. Surrett, but Young grabs it. And McNally, he tried to get through. He was a bit stiff when you consider some of the things, and Rippon picks up the ball just the swan side of the centre. He goes wide looking for Hogan out here and on his own, and he's got him. Or is it Ryan? It's Lockie Ryan, I beg your pardon. He goes into Will Sheehan, and Sheehan marks inside 50 on the railway side, probably 40 metres out.
Actually, this is a Birchip Watchem player, not a Swans player there, Gav, but we're showing our age a bit there. Will Sheehan kicking from the pocket. Very sharp angle, but he has the breeze virtually right behind him. Looking at goal umpire Davey, watching goal umpire Davey, how far, and it's another behind. He's gone skinny on the left-hand side of the goal post. The Bulls going to 1 goal, 8-14. 12 points behind, 6 points behind. Sorry, Donald 3 goals, 2-20. Looks like Barak bringing the ball back into play on this occasion. He kicks long and hard out to the reservoir pocket. Nobody can take the mark out there. Donald take the ball. Scramble out, they get it out. They're moving it around the outer wing. A long kick in now. Joe Reed spoils beautifully. Down to Stephen Pye. Handball over to Ben Hogan. This way, that way. Oh, good smother by Donald. Good pressure. They get out. Blake Grant brings it around the outer side, but the Birchip defenders are up to the task. They take it across to Booth across to Hogan. Sean Hogan kicks long into the centre, but it's all Donald here. There's Hards moves it on up towards the forward line. We're looking for Sean Hogan again. Oh, it's a rough kick. That could have been dangerous. Back to another Hogan, Riley Hogan. And kicks long, but all Donald. They got a wall across the centre there. The Bulls are going to have to find another method to get it through there, but they're going to repel this attack and send it back from whence it came. Thank you, Doug Bigelow.
Hinkley goes wide towards the wing. Sheehan's made space out here. He goes in short to Ryan. Ryan goes quickly across to Hinkley, and his kick goes into the centre forward. Pye gets it out. Rippon gets a handball across to Castellano. He goes even wider outside to Gordon. Gordon comes back this way to Stevens. Stevens has a big snap, but it's all Donald right down there. Woo! I think he's marked it. Is he going to call it a mark? Yes, he is. It nearly got through. I don't know who this kid is. Must be Seamus Young by the look of it. Kicks wide across half back. It's a poor kick out of there though. It comes through Lindbeck. Hogan out there. Ryan, Castellano. There's a few people around out there, and it'll be ball in half forward right on the 50-metre mark for the Bulls.
Ball back into play. The big Dylan Atkin goes for it, but taken away by Donald. The umpire has seen something. Seen a push. I'm not sure which way this ball is going to go. Looks like it's going Donald's way. The umpire's in there giving plenty of instructions, explaining, which is good, the reason why he paid the free kick. Donald will probably go down the line on this occasion, one would think. It would be very dangerous to bring it into the centre. You're going down the line on the outer wing, looking for McNally. Big pack flies and a good mark by Potter, I think. He comes inboard to Haddo. Haddo to the Belvoir and comes out towards Barak. He seems to be moving around a fair bit and not just stopping a centre half back. Oh yes, it's 50 metres. 50 metres there for the Birchip player coming into the restricted area. Stephen Pye was the man at fault there. This will bring him right into kicking range, probably about 20 metres out, 20 metres at the max, probably kicking from about, when he kicks it, about from 20 metres. Not sure of his goal kicking prowess. We'll keep a goal eye on the goal umpire to see where he moves. And here's a screwy old kick, but it's gone right through the middle. I'll call the board. Takes Donald on to 4 goals, 2-26. Getting a little mini break here on the Bulls. 1 goal, 8-14. In the context of this game, 2 goal lead is pretty handy.
Yeah, scoring's been pretty difficult. 50 metre penalty doesn't help. It was a late call from the umpire. I think the kid who was kicking the ball had to indicate that somebody had run too close. But anyway, he did the job for the Blues. Royal Blues back in the centre. The ball's in a bit of a bounce around situation and Foster gets it quickly. Gets it quickly out. Donald go forward. Hard's on it. Can't control it just yet. He's being pressured by Dale Hinkley. He gets a quick hand across to Reid. Reid goes down the line to Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe on the far halfback between halfback and wing. He goes down the line. His kick's smothered on the mark and it's out of bounds on the far side of the ground, right on the wing. And Atkins in the ruck for the Bulls. And big Reece McNally for the Donald side. Lots of players around the ball waiting for this throw in. Here it comes. The big fellas are up, wrestling. Atkin gets a tap over the back, but it comes to Donald. They get a kick away. Radcliffe gets a handball out to Janeski, but who gets out, gets into strife. Quick handball again from Hinkley. Clayton Hinkley. What's going on? The crowd's going off, looking for a ball. Janeski kicks it off the ground. Castellano, look out. And the Bulls get a free kick. Hogan could have gone the other way because he attempted to take on the big fella. Hogan goes very wide out to Gordon. Gordon swings it around, tries to chip it into Janeski. He slips over. He probably needs new boots. He slipped over a couple of times. Bates gets a handball back up high. It was Will Burke. He's given him a free kick. He was snared while he was in the air. The youngest bloke on the ground, this kid. Kicks long. Down the wing. Booth and Geddes see it over the line.
Ball out of bounds right in front of the Donald bench. Boundary umpire brings it in, a beautiful high toss in. Up goes Atkins, gets the knockdown. Jensky can't get it. Coming through there was Blake Grant, tries to get it through. Now breaking away, Hayden Geddes picks it up and goes with it, puts the ball on the outside of the boot and hits the behind post on the full. Gavin, the Birchip disposal on a number of occasions, these are little short kicks, so they're being smothered or they're sort of just not hitting targets. Yeah. Goes long to the outer wing. Donald picks it up again. He brings it back inboard. He chips into Potter. He'll be kicking from about. Will Burke on his own. Yes, it would have been a chance, but he's going to have a shot for himself. He'll be kicking from just inside 50. Take a good kick for this, kicking into this breeze, Gavin.
Yeah, well, he's kicking right into the teeth of the breeze. Will Burke makes a run. Atkins goes with him. He's gone high, right to the goal square. There's a big punch. It's gone through for a behind. Donald 4-4-28, leading the Bulls 1-8-14 at the 15-minute mark of this second quarter. The ball's got to come back out. Who's got it? Dale Hinckley's got it. He's going to hopefully hit a Birchip target. Hogan is in short. Ben Hogan's in short. Dale's gone long, very long, right towards the wing, looking for Gordon. Gordon's in front nearly. Gets it off the ground, gets a handball out to Janetsky. He gives a quick one through to Cameron Hinckley. Donald get a snap. Whether it was Young, I'm not quite sure. But it's deep in the Donald forward line. Boundary throw in front of the pavilion. Ritchie-proof narrow court pavilion. The ball's thrown in. Potter gets a tap. It comes to Hinckley. He has a quick handball out to Stephen Pye. He gives it to Janetsky for the Bulls. It comes back towards McGough. He misses it. It's bouncing around a lot. Reed's picked it up. He's set upon. The ball's bouncing all the way up. There's a cluster of people all around the ball, and the umpy's going to come in and ball it up.
Yeah, once again there, Gavin. Birchip's disposal just let him down again. A little bit sloppy. The ball goes up. Atkins gets the ball, but hits it straight to Bell Warren, who chips it in towards the goal square. Picked up by Blake Grant, who snaps around his body, but can only get one behind. Goal umpire Davey says one behind. Takes Donald on to 4 goals, 4-28 to Birchip, 1 goal, 8-14. Donald's turn to miss a few shots. But the Bulls are under the pressure. The Bulls really need to get it down the other end of the ground. They haven't had it down there a lot this quarter. They go wide. Will Sheen is in the bend. Comes out to McNally. He ducks and weaves. Handballs out to Bell Warren. Gets it over. Donald running through the centre with McGough takes the ball and kicks it long into the goal square. Oh, nearly a mark there to Will Burke. The Bulls are right under the pump here. Donald doing all the attacking. The Bulls just can't get it through that centre area. They come out wide to Booth. Birchip very static, not much movement. He goes towards Will Sheen. Will Sheen tries to grab it. Could have got a free kick for chopping arms, but doesn't. Then Donald take the ball. Funny looking disposal, and the ball comes out to Lee Burke. Lee Burke hooks it in towards goal, but the ball comes back to Lee Burke. He chips in short. Didn't gain any ground distance-wise, but has put it out on a better angle for Sam Griffiths. Griffiths will be kicking from about 45 metres, 48 metres when he kicks. This will also take a fairly good kick.
It will take a good kick. Burke. Griffiths comes in. A kick over the man on the mark. It's a lovely kick. It's a beautiful kick. And he scored a very good goal for Donald. They skip away now, and the Bulls have got a big game on their hands here. Donald doing everything right. Their attack on the footy's been good. They're supporting each other around the ball. Everything you want from a side who wants to win a flag. Okay, who we got in the middle here? We've got Young, of course, Potter, of course, for the Blues. Griffiths, the goal kicker, Surrett gets the tap. Goes towards Pye. Oh, Donald. He's been hit high. It was a bit stiff. Hinkley gave away a free kick. Pye gives the ball back to Griffiths. Griffiths a long kick, a nice kick too. And is it Hards? No, it's missed. Behind for Donald. 19.5 minutes gone. The Bulls are in strife here. Clayton Hinkley. Booth gets it back. Oh! And the crowd goes off. Booth gets caught by Young right out here in front of them. The crowd. Long kick in towards centre half forward. And Ben Hogan takes the mark. He was the only one who must have read it properly. Kyle Stevens gets around one. Kicks quickly to Rippon. The Bulls still at half back. He's gone really wide. Looking for Clayton Hinkley. Hinkley's got plenty of space. He's under the pump. Bounced it and it didn't come back. Gets a kick back. Poor kick though. Poor disposal from the Bulls. And I'm not... Donald, take it away. Haddo. Very careful with their disposal out of half back. Another little chip kick into the middle. I'd say it's Hards. No. He goes wide. Very wide. Lindenbach nearly took the mark. Comes down to Riley Hogan and is out of bounds. No, it's a free kick. The Bulls get a free kick. Hogan on the far wing. The Bulls got to get some system. He chips short to Adkin. He goes long. It's a wobbly old kick in towards Nipper Gordon. Donald are defending brilliantly though through Haddo. And again Barrick kicks the ball straight back to Adkin. Adkin not sure what to do in relation to how far it's gone. But Josh Bath takes a lovely mark for the Donald defensive side. Plays on quickly. Gets a kick. Out towards, I'm not sure who. Kicks it into Young maybe. He goes again to Hards. Hards out wide looking for that. Looking for one of the Grant boys out there. And the ball goes out of bounds.
22 minutes into the second quarter. Birchip kicked their only goal at the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. Long time between drinks. They just can't get their normal game going today. Sometimes they're their own worst enemy with their disposal. But Donald's pressure has been great. Comes out again in the middle of the ground. Comes across towards Cody Brooks. He gives it back. He whips the ball in towards centre half and Dale Hinkley at centre half back. Well done, Dale. Dale comes out wide. Stephen Pye takes the mark. He looking up further forward, looking for Will Sheen, I would say. Will Sheen's got two to beat. He did. Oh, nice grab. No, he's not paid the mark. I can't believe it. Donald get the ball. They get back Elliot Jeske. Elliot Jeske, another poor kick from the Bulls. Down towards the pocket and Barak sees the ball safely over the line. Oh, the umpire's going to free kick him for not making enough attempt to keep the ball into play. I'm not sure what that free kick was for, but it's back to Donald. Called it a push. Now there's 50 metres. I don't know whether that was words or creeping over the mark. That's a couple of 50 metres the Bulls are giving away today. Could prove costly as well. Umpire Andrew Snell was in charge on that occasion. Comes back to Bates. He comes in towards McNally in the centre. Jensky in front. The ball comes down. Gets it big. Atkin gets it to boot. Jensky's coming through strong. Knocks it on, but only to the Donald player. And Donald will repel this attack once again. Goes in short. Looking for Lee Burke. It's James Wall. Sorry, James Wall. He goes here. Oh, nice. Yes, well, if it's not a mark, it's a free kick. Donald to go into attack once again. That's better disposed. Oh, let's push in the back, and I think Lyndon back will get the free kick. Umpire was right on the scene there. He goes out wide, pops it over, looking for Dale Hinkley. Dale Hinkley, captain, comes round. There's better disposal to Riley Hogan. Pushed after he took the mark, but no 50. Chips it over. Hinkley again, who ran right down. Captain trying to breathe a bit of fire back into the Bulls here. Very static. He goes across, dangerously to Kyle Stevens, but he drags in the mark. The little fella from Merbean, the best thing to come out of Merbean since the Sharps. He kicks out wide out to the reservoir pocket, which is often a dead pocket on this ground, and Barak will repel the attack. Handball's over the top to James Wall. James Wall around the outer wing, up in the air and back again to Stevens. Goes into the big fridge. But the Bulls just can't get any sort of rhythm or game into their game, Gavin.
No, they can't. They're not hitting enough targets at the moment. Surrett across into Reed. Reed quickly goes on to Ben Hogan. Ben Hogan, a small little kick looking for Nipper Gordon, went over his head. Donald under the pump and inside the Bulls 50. And another ball up will ensue. Rippon had it, Donald had it, Barak was there. There was quite a few people who possessed the ball. Atkins with a big punch. Oh, well done, Donald. Whoever that was hard. He's playing well across that back line. A bad kick, though, coming out of defence from Bell Warren. Sees the ball out of bounds on the full. Hinkley follows up very quickly and kicks to Jeske. Just inside 50. The Bulls have an opportunity here. 26 minutes gone in the quarter. They've got to get a couple because they're trailing by 21 points at this particular point of the quarter. Jeske comes in, hits it from 50, hits it pretty well. Is it going to get there? Maybe it is. Yes, it's a goal. The Bulls get their second at the 26-minute mark of the second quarter.
If you reckon that's a badly needed goal, you've got it right. It's a long time between drinks. As I said, 2 minutes into the game, the Bulls kicked their first, and now it's 26 and a half minutes into the second quarter. That's about how long the first quarter went. So we've probably only got a minute or two to go in this quarter. Been Donald's half so far. They'll go in pretty pleased with themselves at half time, one would think. Up they go, but the big fridge gets the knockdown. But Donald have been doing very well, even when Birchip do get the knockdown by controlling the ball around the packs. Comes out to Dale Hinkley, kicks long into the forward line. Nobody there. Will Sheen tries to get the ball. There's a big scramble, but pushing and shoving, and the umpire keeps his whistle. Oh, Will Sheen took a knock there. He's limping around. Might have been got a knock on the ribs, trying to gasp him for breath, but he's still moving around. There's a huge scramble out there, and the siren goes for half time, and I'll call the board at the Watchem Recreation Reserve in the grand final of 2022. It's Donald, 5 goals 5-35, leading Birchip Watchem 2 goals 8-20. Gav.
Yeah, well, Donald deserved their lead. They've taken their chances. They've used the ball with more efficiency than the Bulls, and they've reaped the rewards of hunting in packs. It's been a very good performance from them at this point in time. Anyway, the Bulls have got some work ahead of them. Donald have got to maintain their rage, and the Bulls have got to lift. Okay, thank you. Start of the third quarter, Donald lead 5-6-36 to the Birchip Watchem Bulls 2-8-20. The ball's in the air, Surrett against McNally, Young against Pye, but Vanetti against Dineski. He gets the first touch in the quarter. It's kicked off the ground, comes out to Hinkley. He gets a quick kick and falls into the lap of Castellano. He plays on, goes long, looking for Sheehan and finds Sheehan. about 30 metres out directly in front, and the Bulls get an opportunity early. Will needs to steady and kick this one. Donald showed in the first half what they're all about. See if the Bulls can peg something back. This will be an important one. We'll get them back to Sheehan kicks the goal. 45 seconds in, so it's the same as when the Bulls started this game. 45 seconds. Get their first goal for the second half to take the score to Donald, 5-6-36. Leading the Birchip Watchem Bulls 3-8-26. 10 points in it. 1 minute into the third. The premiership quarter, they say. It was good work out of the middle by the Bulls that time. They've got to get the clearances. Surrett against McNally again. Surrett gets the tap to Janeski. He gets a handball away to Pye. Pye gets it back to Janeski. He has a kick wide to the wing. Ratcliffe has the ball. Oh. And misses. Gets away on him. Well done, Hinkley. Okay, throw on right on the wing. Throw in right on the wing. Again, Surrett and McNally. Rippon and Vanetti and Young all about it. Fridge gets a tap. Goes straight to the ground. And Vanetti, he's been in everything today. Been very good for Donald. McNally gets a big handball forward. Riley, Hogan gets one out. Ben Hogan gets a handball. It goes straight to Hards. He gets a kick along. He's hurt himself, that lad, who have been hurt. Oh, the Bulls are overrunning the ball and it's now in Donald's half-forward line. Donald are just pressing. The ball, looks like the ball will be a ball up. 30 metres out from Donald's goal. Donald are pushing the ball, pushing very hard here. Surrett gets a tap, but it goes straight to Brody Haddo. He has a big snap from way out there and goes into the goal out of bounds. Misses everything. And a throw in deep in Donald's forward half. Right up against the behind post. Surrett and Potter do battle once again. Surrett with a tap over the side. Can't see who it gets to. It's squeezed out. A free kick to Donald. Free kick to Donald. Who is it? Looks like it could be that young Grant again, is it? Yes, it is. He's already got one, I reckon. Blake Grant goes back. He'll kick from about 20 metres at the max on a slight angle, probably 45, to give Donald back that goal they've given up in this third quarter. 3.5 minutes in. Grant moves in, kicks through the ball. Very happy they are, the Donald supporters and players. So Donald kick away again. 6-6-42 to 3-8-26. The Bulls are ruining those opportunities they missed in the first quarter and now have to play chase up footy. Donald looking really good. An easy answer. Pushing the ball forward, scrambling it through, finally winning a free kick to Grant for him to score again.
Umpire Andrew Snell comes in. It's Surrett and McNally again in the ruck to do duel. Surrett grabs the ball out of the ruck, gets it onto the boot, goes towards the outer wing to Cole Stevens, and he takes the mark. Birchip's movement forward to get that earlier goal was much better than some of the disposal in the first half. Hoping that they can keep that up, but not with a kick like that. And it's Barak at centre half back. The intercept marker specialist goes wide out to the wing. There's a little push there to Stevens against James Wall. Very little movement from the Bulls here. Stevens goes way back to Ryan. Ryan comes across the centre to his captain in Dale Hinkley, and he's going to come right across the ground to Joe Reid on his own. There's Booth coming past, but elects to go into the middle to Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe turns, and he kicks it up and pops it up high. Oh, this is 1-1 for the tall blokes. The ball comes to the ground. Jacob Christie's after it, but Donald are in the 40s. Joe Reed snaps it away, and he goes in short. And Whippen has missed the mark, and a free kick to Birchip. It's going to Castellano, was it? Yes, Castellano. This will stretch his. He's probably only kicking from 40 metres, but he's kicking into the breeze. He handballs it off to Ryan, and Ryan goes for goal, but he's not going to get the distance, and the big men fly. It nearly bounced through, but Donald did get a finger to it. Another behind to the Bulls. But a couple of more promising passages of play by the Bulls in this quarter so far. Barak comes out, runs his full distance and kicks long and lands it right out on the wing. Potter goes up. The ball comes to the ground. Birchip at the back. Ryan gets it. Hits it back. Lindenbach comes in, meets the ball, and look. No. Beautiful smother by Donald. That's the hallmark of their game today, their pressure when the Bulls have got the ball. They come round the wing. Gets it out to Elliot Jeski. He goes in long and hard over the top of Nipper Gordon. It's bouncing through. And Castellano probably would have been interesting it, but he was not sure where the goals were, I'm sure. And another behind to the Bulls.
3:10, 28 to 6, 6:42. Haddo brings it back in, kicking out wide for James Wall. He gets a kick, and he kicks down the ground. There's a bit of a blue on at half back here. There's a few blokes getting their jumpers ripped off. Let's concentrate on the game. Who we got? Donald go forward. Long kick. Over the back to Grant. He can run onto this. Has a bit of a tries. Gets the ball away. Comes back to Hinkley. The Bulls go wide again. Big handball. A terrible handball. Terrible handball, and Blake and Donald score again. Who was it this time? Pretty handy. It looks like it could have been Potter. Big Potter gets one. That gives him a couple for the day. Donald are playing well.
Yes, a huge blue by the Birchip Watchem Bulls there. A very royal blue, we might say. Ball goes up in the middle. It's the two big fellas at it again. Fridge gets the knockdown. No one in particular. Will Sheen's after it, but Donald right up to it. Here comes Kyle Stevens coming through on his right foot. Pops it up to no one in particular. Big Dylan Atkins is up there. Nipper Gordon at the back, but the ball beats him over the line for another behind to the Bulls. Donald about to bring it back in as the ground is again bathed in sunshine. Although the temperature has dropped a bit on the outer side. The big Fridge goes to knock the ball away. Well, the ball goes out of bounds on the outer wing. Boundary umpire to bring it back into play. But the ball bounced free to nobody in particular. Bulls comes through, picked up by Jacob Christie. He looks out wide and kicks towards Gordon up in the Bartis Barak again, the intercept marker. He's got it again. He goes back out wide to a free man out in the side. Wall is it? And he goes around the wing towards Mick Foster. He can't get it. Taken by the Bulls. Back to Lockie Foot. He pops it up in the air. Back towards. Here comes the big Fridge. Sorry, back to Joe Reed. He finds a man round the wing in Clayton Hinkley. Hinkley looks up forward. Dylan Atkins makes a bit of a move and then doubles back. Not sure where to go. Now he's going to go in long and hard, looking for Nipper Gordon or Will Sheen. Will Sheen's got the mark, but a free kick against Nipper Gordon, I'd say. Which is a bit of a shame because a great mark by Will Sheen. And Barak again, one of the better players on the ground today, I'd say. He goes long and hard out wide. The breeze right behind him, and the big Fridge goes up and takes a very good mark. That's what we want to see from the Birchip Watchem Bulls. Some more sort of that big marking. Comes through, Lachlan Ryan pops it over to Sean Hogan, I think it is, into Dylan Atkin. The boy who comes all the way from up near the Gold Coast, I believe. He thinks likes his chances. He's going to have a crack at it, kicking from about 45 metres when he kicks. It'll take a good kick. No, he's got right under it and hooked it. Into the pocket though, Will Shan. No, it's Nipper Gordon. Nipper runs around, he plays the screw shot and misses by a mile. Out of bounds. No, one behind, the goal umpire says. He might have wished he had that one again and went back for the shot, but anyway, if he had a kick that we would have all thought what a brilliant piece of play it was. Donald back out in front of the pavilion, coming around the wing, up they go. The ball out the back, here's the big fridge again. He can't take hold of it. Dale Hinkley gets it, tries to get through the pack. He's caught with the ball, gets his boot to it. Jacob Christie gets the ball. Handball straight to the Donald player. And the umpire going to give a free kick, but he gives advantage. The ball comes down to... Oh, that was a funny looking handball, but he got away with it. Joe Reid into Riley Hogan. Fourth generation of his family to be playing. And McNally creeps over the mark and gives away a 50-metre penalty. Yes, Riley's great-grandfather, Con Hogan, played in premiership for Birchip back in the 20s. His grandfather, Hayden, played in the premiership side for Birchip in 1959. And his father, Mick, played premiership for Birchip in 1986. But that's of little meaning at the moment. What he needs now is just to kick a goal. Riley Hogan comes in, gets in close to the man on the mark, and he pushed it out to the right-hand side, and there's another behind the Birchip Watchem Bulls. I'll call the board at 3 goals, 13-31. Birchip Watchem Donald 7 goals, 6-48. The ball comes out wide to the front, and Big Potter takes the mark. He's been very good for the Royal Blues today, Gav.
He has. Potter has been very good. He's got a couple of goals. Touch play on, comes to the back to Stephen Pye. He breaks 3, kicks the ball in a haphazard way, and it bounces out of bounds. Slightly forward of centre. Bulls slightly in attack. Okay, Atkin and McNally to do battle. Vanetti. McGough, Young, the Brownlow medalist, gets it away, but it'll be held up down the back by Josh Booth. He comes in line to Hinkley.
Hinkley has the ball. Yeah, Ross Young would probably wish he had a Brownlow medal, but he has got a Sandover medal and a Feeney medal. Out to Booth, and he goes in short, looking for Lindenbach. And he's going to go out wide. Who's lurking out there? Sean Hogan, I think. He goes around the wing to Ben Hogan, is it? And the ball beats him over the line, and the ball is out of bounds on the outer side. The Bulls playing better this quarter, but they really not putting much scoreboard pressure on, though.
No, not enough scoreboard pressure, Blackie. Ball's thrown in. McNally, they have a swipe at it. McNally, it comes back. Hogan takes the mark. He goes quickly into Rippon. Rippon comes right across the ground to Joe Reid. Joe Reid through the centre. Kicks short to Christie. Christie place wide again to Joe Reid. Joe Reid comes right.
Oh, beautiful goal.
Beautiful goal. Move down from half back, and the Bulls get a goal. 14 minutes in, a very important one.
They're the type of goals, Gav, that can really lift a side and change the course of a game, a goal like that. Because, as I said, Birchip are playing a lot better in this quarter, but weren't getting reward for effort. But that was reward for a huge effort. Great play by Joe Reid. Back to 11 points. The Bulls are back in the game, you might say. Well, they don't want to let Donald get the next one. The umpire has blown the whistle. Someone has infringed, and the ball is going to big Lockie Sirrett. He goes forward, looking for Sean Hogan. Is it Sean Hogan? Yeah, Sean Hogan coming into the game in this quarter. Sean goes short into Castellano. Once again, it's outside his distance. Will Sheen, Nipper Gordon calling for it back in the square. You know, he dodges his play. He runs up and tries to run around the man in the mark and gets in, and he's put it through. I tell you what, Game on at the Witchy-Proof Recreation Reserve. 2 quick goals to the Bulls. And that's more like it. Much better disposal. That's brought the Bulls supporters alive and chirpy.
Bulls now trail by 5 points. Those 13 behinds may prove crucial in the end. Surrett and McNally again in the middle. Surrett with a tap straight to Jeske. Jeske gets a handball out to Pye. Pye on his left kicks around and Clayton Hinkley takes the mark. On the far wing, he comes inside. Wobbly old kick. Dylan Atkin looking for it. Castellano didn't have it. Here's Barrick again. Going wide, and he's gone real wide this time and put it way out in the crowd. Give the Bulls another opportunity to go back inside 50. 5 points in it, 16 minutes gone. Third quarter, grand final. Birchip Watchem Bulls playing Donald. Hinkley goes forward. There's a free kick somewhere. Donald take the mark. I think it looks like Wall again. No, it's not. Anyway, they're not sure which way they're going to go. They go to the far side. It was Seamus Young. The ball's on the far side. It's in a scramble, and the umpire's going to come in and ball it up just outside the 50 for the Bulls. Half forward on the far side of the ground. Donald in a charge here. The Bulls, Jeske gets nailed and gets done for holding the ball. It was a beautiful tap, and he was just beset upon by Donald players, and away they went. So what's happening here? It looks like there was no advantage. Here's Vanetti again, a very good player for the Donald side. Haddo comes in towards the centre, towards McGough. Slow and keen. Another short one. Inside again to Haddo. Donald taking their time going forward. Vanetti. Vanetti taking a long time. Now a short kick. Goes outside to Haddo again. He's had a few touches in the last few minutes, this kid. And they're still on the wing. They haven't progressed very far at all. Haddo, he goes short again. Another one out wide. What's he done? He's kicked it out of bounds on the full at half forward or half back for the Birchip Watchem Bulls. And Sean Hogan will get a kick.
Yeah, the Bulls' pressure on that and manning up has forced the Donald team to going into short passes and finally brought about that mistake. Donald also manning up well, and the Bulls not sure where to go. Runs around the man on the mark and pops it over to Clayton Hinkley, is it? Clayton Hinkley, he's usually likes to play on. Umpire now calls play on, and he hooks it around up the centre. Oh, could have push there, but Potter takes the mark. Potter comes across towards the centre and finds Young. Young turns, 39-year-old Young. Hooks it down towards the Lee Burke's got it, and Lee Burke goes for home from a long way out. It's looking good, I tell you what. Oh, big fridge. What a lifesaver. Oh, marks like that can save a game. He comes out wide to Riley Hogan. Can he get up there? No, he can't. And it's Lee Burke again. He might have another crack. Now umpire calls play on, so the pressure's on him. He hooks it in. Joe Reed's in front. He traps it and kicks it out wide to Cole Stevens. Stevens from Merbean kicks it around to Riley Hogan. That's better disposal by the Bulls. He's finding it hard to find a man. Comes into Sean Hogan. He looks up. Barak's just lurking here, back on his own, ready to take that intercept mark. A la Stephen May. He comes under the big one, and here he comes. He's right in, out towards the crowd. Will Sheehan nearly gets the grab and knocked away. And the umpire says, we'll toss it in. Will Sheehan might have hurt his ankle there. He's coming hobbling off the ground. Or is it cramp? It could be cramp in his calf, possibly. It was a big pack Meanwhile, there's a big pack formed out here, and the umpire said, give the ball to me. There's a bit of spirit creeping into the game in this quarter, especially between Lockie Foot and Barak. Seems to be the thing. Protagonist. That's thanks, Gav. I was looking for me word. Over his shoulder, free kick to Donald, and to Young. Young on his knees, handballs out. Big Potter pops it up high, and Birchip had the numbers knocked on well there by James Wall. Coming out, Ben Hogan trying to hold things out. He gets it out back to Ben Hogan. He transfers across to Radcliffe. Radcliffe is going to come out the wing to Riley Hogan on his own. Riley Hogan coming into the game in this quarter. Handballs onto Joe Reid. Joe back to Riley Hogan. Now he's off and running. He dodges around the man and pings it down towards Nipper Gordon. Nipper Gordon takes the mark. Oh, beautiful mark on the lead under immense pressure from Seamus Young. He pops it in towards Dylan Atkins in the goal square, and he dribbles it through. And what's happening here, Gav? Are the Bulls in front, or am I reading the board wrong?
I think the Bulls have now a point up. Atkin at the back, the ball was a good long ball to his advantage, and he scrambled the kick through to take the Bulls to 6:13:49. Donald 7:6:48 at the 21-minute mark of the quarter. Bulls back in this game. They needed to lift after their first half effort, and so far they have. Everybody's seems to have gone up a bit of a gear, and now they have the ascendancy by one behind.
What's number 7 with Birchip?
Red Dove!
Get in there, Hogs, the fucking weak dog!
Trouble.
You're ready, you're ready, shot. Have a shot! Go quick! Playing netball. Give it a Hogan! Oh, fuck, stick! You got it, Hives. You're a ballsy man over there, foot. Forward slowly. Red dot on your screen. Oh, sorry, that was on the boundary line. Good boy. Great Fred. That's a boy. Great work, JC. Great run. Great work, Joey Reed!
To get an inch of rain on Thursday, but everything has come up A1. The Watchem committee and workers have gone to an extra effort to make this grand final a really special one. So big thank you to Watchem Narraport. Congratulations to all these guys down here in the green. It's a real feather in your cap to earn the right to umpire a grand final, and you all did exceptionally well. So you'll be very proud. Without umpires, we haven't got a game, and yeah, you guys have done a great job. We'll just call you up and give you your premiership, your umpires medallions. The central umpires today, we had John Norton, Dale Caldwell and Andrew Snell. Well done, fellas, great job. The goal umpires today were Brian Davey and Mitch Davey, father and son combination. Well done, fellas. And boundaries today, we had Luke Hartland, Cade Hutchison, Cade McKay and Sebastian Ross. Round of applause to the umpires. To the Donald Football Club, what a game you put on, what a season you've had. To James Burke and Ryan Brown, I mean, I'm sure you'll be really feeling at the moment, but you've got a lot of reasons to hold your head up high. You gave a very good account of yourself. You've done a great job to make the grand final. You're a strong club, you're a proud club, and I'm sure you'll get together tonight and enjoy each other's company and at least celebrate a year, and I'm sure you'll be back bigger and better next year. So well done to Donald for for making the grand final. We have some fantastic sponsors in the North Central. Gold Acre has been our major sponsor. We'd like to thank all our sponsors for continuing to jump on board and sponsor the North Central footy. It makes it all work so much more smoother, and the funding is also fantastic. A big thank you to our events manager, Lance Stanfield. I think he's over here now. He's the heartbeat of North Central. He continues to do a great job. He's been doing it for a lot of years, and yeah, it would be really struggling without him. So for all your hard work and bringing all this together, Lance, we do appreciate that. Thank you. To everybody else that has made North Central such a successful year throughout all the clubs, we do thank you. It's been really tough after a couple of years in the wilderness to come back. People find other things to do, but I think at the end of the day everybody did miss the footy, the netball and the hockey, so really, really good to everybody to come back and continue playing, continue to volunteer and continue to support, so really, really do appreciate that. To the Birchip Watchem Footy Club, what a tremendous effort. You've had a long journey to get to here. It's a very, very well-deserved premiership. You've kept fronting up. You put together a very good side together today again, and you were looking at it at half-time. You never gave up. You bounced back and you played a superb second half of footy to come out premiers in 2022. So congratulations to Birchip Watchem. We've had the Darcy family for a long time be the sponsors of the Best on Ground today, and it's presented by who's doing that? Lucas Anderson. If Lucas Anderson can come forward, please. Thanks, Lucas. And the winner of the Darcy medal from the Birchip Watchem Footy Club, it's number 2, Lockie Surratt. Well done, Lockie.
First of all, just another big thank you to the league for putting on such a fantastic competition and all the sponsors of the league. To Donald, I couldn't be more thankful of the other side. I mean, I'm good friends with a lot of you on the field and off the field. So that's a credit to you guys as a town, as a club, and as people. Unfortunately, there is only one winner, but fourth time lucky. I'm pretty glad that I'm on the winning side. You know, just to Birchip, you know, we play as a team, but we're going to win as a town, aren't we? And I reckon the drought's broken. It's going to fucking piss down in Birchip tonight.
I'd say never true word spoken. We've got AFL Central Vic Commissioner Leon Holt, past chairman of North Central, to present the AFL Victorian Country Medal. And the winner of this is from the Birchip Watchem Bulls, number 17, Elliot Chesky.
Yeah, like Fridge said, thanks to Donald. You guys have been fantastic all day and all season as well. So really good to get out today, and thanks to the committee, Birchip Group, for hosting, and thanks to Birchip and players and the whole club. Cheers.
And could we have the winning president from Birchip Watchem Football Club, Paul Lowry, and their coach Trevor Ryan to the podium too. Of course, we're here to present the Hellfight Cup, and yes, it's what we all play for. It gives me great pleasure to award the Hellfight Cup, sorry mate, to the Birchip Watchem Football Club, to Paul Lowry and Trevor Ryan for season 2022. Well done. We'll just hear from Paul for a minute.
Thanks, Tim. First of all, I'd like to thank Ricky and the Witchy Narraport Club for presenting the ground and the surroundings today. They've done a first-class job, and congratulations to them. To Tim and the North Central Board, thank you for the way you run the league. It's run by great people, and that's why it's such a great league. So thank you, and continue the good work. To Donald, James and Rowan and all the club, you know, words from me won't mean much, but be proud of your year this year. Every time we're pages, we've enjoyed the challenge, and the game's always been played of a good standard and good spirit. So well done, boys. Yeah. To our boys, just so proud the way you've conducted yourself throughout the year. Dropped one game for the year, it's a huge achievement. Every time a challenge come at you, you faced it and took it on. So well done to you guys, to our coaches, Trevor and his hard-working team. We ask a lot of you, and you work hard. So thank you for everything you've done. A special mention to one of our hard-working committeemen, Brad Ryan. He's there right from the start. He part of the recruiting. He's helped run the club. He's a backline coach. Unfortunately, had a work accident a couple of weeks ago, but Brad's here, and without you, Brad, none of this would happen. So thanks a lot, Brad. And just finally, to our supporters, 20 long years, we've waited for this. Let's get back to Birchip tonight and celebrate it.
We'll just hear from Trev Ryan before we bring the players up.
To the Donald Football Club and the Rowan, you've been a super competitive team all year, and you showed that in the last 2 finals we played you. We respect you a lot. Enjoy your night. I know you probably won't enjoy it, but you got here, and that's one hell of an effort, so you should be all proud of yourselves. Well done. The Richie Footy Club and the way they've presented the ground after a wet week, fantastic effort. And to the North Central Football League, terrific on putting on and got such a great show. To all our boys, unbelievable. We had to dig deep. We all dug deep at the same time and got the ball back on our terms and turned the result around. So tonight, boys, horns up. Horns up. Well done.
We'll get Trev to call out the players and present the premiership medals. We've got a lost child here. Good-looking blonde boy with a black windshield on. He's in safe hands. So we'll call on Trev Ryan to...
Number 2, Fridge. Lucky shirt. Number 3, Dylan Atkins. Number 4, Marshall Rippon. Number 5, Joey Reid. Number 8, Clayton Hinkley. Number 9, young star Will Sheen. Sorry, footy, number 7, Lockie Foot. Just made your weight, mate. Will Sheen. Number 10 and our captain, Dale Hinkley. Number 11, Daniel Castellano. Number 12, James Lindenbach. Number 13, JC Jacob Christie. Number 15, the Pie Man, Stephen Pye. Number 16, Lachlan Ryan. Number 17, EJ Elliott Gerzeski. Number 18, Sean Hogan. Number 21, Cole Stevens. Get ready for this one, number 23, Nathan Gordon. Number 31, Daniel Ratcliffe. Number 35,
Ben Hogan. And the last one, fullback Joshua Booth. And one for the coach, Trevor Ryan. The North Central 2022 Birchip Watchem Premiers.
Let's go.